silence, le vide, l'inébranlable, l'état sauvage, l'inémable, l'éternel.
The huge draw for me was the lighting design, and especially when it was outside. Like a majority of it was outside, but like also using the fog with it as well. I feel like added the perfect air of mystery because I truly didn't exactly know what was going on, and I kind of loved it. I knew something was off, but didn't know what it was. And I think the lighting design mixed with the fog worked very well together. I think the lead actor, he also did a phenomenal job. I think he portrayed all his emotions correctly. I think that him outside screaming his head off, he did a phenomenal job. So I thought that was really great. I really liked how the cinematography lines with his head movements for certain shots. I thought that was really cool and just kind of helped to put into perspective how we should feel as him, kind of like lost in the forest and whatnot. I thought that was really cool. And to go with that, I think the score also aided in building up this sense of fear of the unknown. So I thought that was really, really cool. Lastly, I think the VFX for the like the gunk or whatever that was on him that was taking over his body, thought that looked so cool, so spooky.
A extended scene that never lets up for a single second in its, as the title says, conflict, but just determined unease. This is pain and torture, both internal and especially by its conclusion external, as this protagonist becomes a part of the forest. The dialogue is kept minimum, which I think really helped the piece and elevated it even further by allowing the atmosphere and the location to really take dominance.
I thought it was a unique idea, a clever idea, executed really well. Like the idea of like, because if I understood right, he like turning into a tree, um, which I've never thought about like that before, and I thought it was a unique idea, a unique concept told in a clever way of like having the audience piece it together, not in a way that's like, oh, I'm good, not in a like a what's the word, like pretentious way where it's like, oh, I'm gonna let the audience put it together, but in a way that's like intriguing, that's like pushes the audience to like lean in and try to figure it out, and then and it hits the audience harder when they figure it out for themselves than if you told it to. You know what I mean? Um, I also thought the cinematography was dope and the effects were dope with like on his chest and like all of the like graphics and the roots and all of that.
I loved the scenes at the forest at night. I think they are very technically well developed, and the makeup effects for the wounds and the spreading out in his chest. Then we add this music that is quite enticing, very well synced with the scenes and how they help us build up suspense, and just fantastic work and such a clever title. Again, this woods and this character going into the conflict and between the two realities is just great, brilliant.
The main character was portrayed in an excellent, intense manner. So much passion and visceral energy, revealing so much pain and conflict. The writing was poetic and compelling about the forest and its power. Very lovely and eerie cinematography of the forest at night. I love the fog, which really added mystery. Excellent soulful voice of the narrator, and the gruesome prosthetics were well done.